Alrighty, guys, so we're going to have some fun with this one today. But before we get into that, you're looking up Diego Alba because, his marketing got you thinking. You're trying to figure out ways to make money online, real estate, stuff like that. And before we get into exactly what he does and kind of why I really just don't align with it, I wanted to show you what I do real quick, which is essentially I built this website right here. I ranked it to the top of Google like 5 or 6 years ago. It's been there ever since. And then I just pass off the calls that people get, which they go there by clicking this link right here. They get forwarded over to a contractor who actually fulfills the work. Now, this site's nothing special, pretty simple setup, but with doing some basic SEO, ranked it to Google. When you're in those number one spots, you get like most of the phone calls, and then I just pass those off to a contractor who actually fulfills the work and gives me a cut of the action. If you want to know more about how I do it, go ahead and check out this page right here. I'll go ahead and leave it down in the description below. But let's go ahead and dive back into Diego over here. So, Diego Alba, if you've seen him on Instagram, which you may or may not have, he's not too terribly big on Instagram, 35,000 followers and all that. But he says, investor, CEO, partner. Now, when you look up anything to do with Diego Alba here, you'll see his LinkedIn pretty much first. And then you'll see like his kind of history here. So you see Fontana Tires, 16 years. That's, pretty solid business, I would say. Then you have his Ignyte Academy, which is weird that it says 2009 because it actually looks a lot newer than that. And then these partner here's for Realty and Home Loan Pros. But if you go over to the BBB, the only thing you're really going to find is his Fontana Tires profile, which it's not even really under his ownership. It's under Maria. I don't know if that's his wife or his mom or sister, family member, something. But he's actually just listed as a partner. He's not listed as like, the CEO. So it's kind of odd. The other thing, which I don't know if this is him or not, again, it's not his names or anything. But if he has a property management company, because I know he pitches real estate a whole bunch, don't know if he actually has attachment to it. The next thing that you're going to see is his Instagram profile, which you'll find right here, which we'll take a look at this website here in a second. But you got to kind of stop to consider who he's actually associating himself with and then the messages that he's teaching. So let's see. I'll click on this one first.
Poor people, they waste it. I mean, they're talking about us. They're talking about me. They're talking about you. They're criticizing you. They're trying to find something bad to talk about. They're gossiping. They're putting comments. They're wasting time. That's why they're poor. That's why they're brokies. I don't have time to be wasting.
Okay. So that's one. Oh, so people that criticize him and his just blatant cheesiness with this fake guru stuff. I mean, the thing is, Diego, is like if you're watching this video, which you probably are, you're small enough to where you're still gonna see this video, you're looking at the comments, that's exactly what this video is pretty much talking about. And you've already been featured on other people's pages like Baller Busters and stuff like that. But dude, you gotta stop it. I'd say you're about 5 years late to the fake guru game. That's why you're going after kind of older names and everything like that. Proclaiming self-made. You're just rehashing and regurgitating the same BS talking points that a lot of these fake gurus have. Oh, people are broke because they're criticizing me. Get on my level, blah blah blah. It's like, no, people can criticize this really just stupid and just shady crap that you're trying to pitch. I just think it's funny. Let's see, go over to maybe it was this one. Yeah.
Standards, your woman will lower their standards. Your man will lower the standards. You gotta learn and know your own standards and push them against your significant other because you guys have to align. My standard was, hey, we're gonna stay fit. I need you to look like a dime every single time. I want people to look at you. I want these dudes to look back at you every single time. And that's how it works. I don't mind them looking because she's mine. I don't settle. You lower standards.
Okay. Whoever was on your marketing team and told you that that was a great idea, you should probably fire them because that was extremely cheesy. One, I know you're not talking about being in the gym I just know you're not talking about that. Two, having other people look at your wife, like what kind of stuff are you trying to promote? Oh, she's mine. Okay, it's still weird. That's still some like CUCK behavior. That's just me. Let's see. Oh, pyramid scheme.
I'm like, why do people keep saying that? Like, they still say it to this day. And I'm like, everything's a pyramid. Everything's on top. You know, you have a CEO, and then you have everybody else underneath. You know, it's always that way. There's always going to be the masses at the bottom. You know what I mean? And the top is lonely. But everybody relies on the top making that right decision. If they don't make the right decision, that company is gone, and everybody underneath it is gone. I think a lot of people don't realize that. Pyramids.
All right, so that one. Oh, is this a pyramid scheme? Blah, blah, blah. This is the same, again, I think he's just in one of those, like, higher level programs himself, which, you know, I'll show you why I think that here in a minute. But he's essentially just trying to do, like, this copycat, cookie-cutter guru model, because everything he just said there, I swear I've heard, like, other gurus say 1,000 times over. So their argument is, oh, well, life's a pyramid scheme. And it's like, okay, but your program, people are getting into it, they're trying to pay for certain results, and if they're not able to get the results because there's way too many people in there, then, like, quite literally that's a pyramid scheme, or at very minimum a Ponzi, right? But the way that these guys, they get away with these programs is because they're not really selling direct financial results. They have a lot of, you know, language, legal jargon in there that protects them ultimately. But they're getting to the point where the FTC is going after them for implied marketing, because it's like everything that they're saying in their marketing is the exact opposite of what's in the fine print. And it's like there's got to be some kind of a limit on it. On top of that, just kind of looking at Diego, is like when he talks, the people that he's with, he doesn't actually exude any kind of confidence. It's a false confidence. He doesn't really believe what he's saying. He's just saying the same stuff that others have already said with his own voice. And then on top of that, he's just simply paying for time with these other bigger names to try to associate himself at that level to grow his, like, reputation online. And real quick, just to kind of point that out, the Wes Watson, he met up with Wes Watson, I guess, for a podcast 4 months ago. Obviously, Wes Watson's a big guy in the fake guru space. You know, he's supposedly this ex-prisoner, did all this hard time, blah, blah, blah. But when people dug into his backstory, that was a load of crap too. You basically just have a whole bunch of people that are loaded with crap talking as if we should listen to them, even though it's all double speak. If you go over to his website, you'll see Ignyte Academy is $297, $51.97, $31.97. Can't remember, was it the Entrepreneur had like a bingo board? Anything that ends in 97 is like just a piece on that fake guru board. But you have that here. Let's see, I think it was, if you go to his homepage, you know, you can see, like, this isn't a ClickFunnels website. Obviously, it's not set up like that, but the marketing is obviously, like, in the design, I should say, is very close to it. Now, what I think is funny is he claims self-made multi-millionaire and all this stuff, but, you know, Brad Lee, Patrick Bet-David, David Goggins, you know, Tom Ferry. I wouldn't call yourself self-made if you're going to all these other guys' events and doing photo ops, right? I wouldn't call that self-made at all. You know, then you can book a call with them. He has different options, which I think is, you know, kind of funny. So, like, there's this Ignyte event, which is like a $5,000 mastermind, I guess. Then you have supposedly one-on-one coaching, which looks like it's more just like small group coaching, actually. But for a 1 hour coaching session, it's basically $3,000. 3 1 hour sessions is $6,000, and a 1 year program basically is $31.97. I just think it's funny. And then if you read his disclaimer here. The results mentioned throughout are of my personal results. Please understand that results are not typical, nor am I implying that you'll have the same results. I have the benefit of many years of experience. Your results will vary and depend on many factors, including but not limited to your background, experience, financial standing, credit score, and work ethic. All business entails risk as well as consistent effort and action. If you're not willing to accept that, please do not commit to the program. No refunds, no exceptions. So if you're wondering if you have any refunds for any of these programs, the answer is no. He chalks it all up to business risk. My viewpoint is, okay, yes, business is risky, but if you're telling somebody that you're going to coach them and this person pretty much does what you tell them to do and they still don't get the desired result, why not just give them a refund? On top of that, if people are so successful in your program and maybe only like a few, like a select few aren't, if everybody else has paid, the thousands of dollars for your coaching and mentoring, why not just take the small L, which isn't even really an L if that many people are successful, and give people back their money if it didn't work out for them? If it didn't work out for them, why should you get paid and why should you keep money? That's just my personal viewpoint. But otherwise, guys, I hope this video was helpful, kind of exposing just the, charlatan that Diego pretty much is, just regurgitating the same fake guru talking points, false confidence, misguided mentor, all that. If you have any questions specifically, go ahead, drop those down below. If you guys like this video, go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you want to check out what I do, check out the link in the description. I will see you in the next one.